ندوزو دابا لأجواء المنافسة ونبداو على بركة الله مع التلميذة الأولى ملك أحنين، فلتتفضل مشكورة تحت تصفيقتكم.
Hello everyone! Say hello! Say hello! Today we're going to talk about space. Who here likes space? Anyone? For me, I love space because I am a person who naturally loves discovering new things. Space shows me another world full of mysteries and wonders. Space is the huge world that exists outside our planet's Earth. It's almost limitless. When we look at the sky at night and see the shiny stars, we are actually looking at only a very small part of the universe. There are planets move around the sun, moons that move around planets, stars much bigger than our sun, and huge galaxies that are impossible to imagine in size. Did you know that some of the stars we see in the sky are so far away that their light has traveled for many years before reaching us? This means, when we look at them, we are actually seeing light from the past. Isn't that amazing? Space, it's not only about stars and planets. It's also a source of inspiration for scientists and inventors. Because of space, research technology has improved and now life on Earth have become easier in many ways like communication and weather prediction. In the end, space remains a world full of mysteries and beauty. The more we discover, the more we want to know. And maybe one day, one of us will be part of a future discovery. It means a lot that you were to hear me out. Thank you.
التلميذ الثاني التلميذ ياسر البوصغي.
Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about school harassment and also ways to prevent it. So, what is school harassment? What are its types? And how can we protect ourselves from it? School harassment is an unwelcome sexual behavior, including verbal, physical, and visual harassment, and also which hinders students' ability to learn and participate. It is widespread, more than 58% of students experience it, and requires a firm response through preventative policies, comprehensive awareness campaigns, and the provision of a safe environment that guarantees the protection of children's rights and their psychological, physical well-being. Type of school harassment. Verbal harassment, the most common, including sexual comments, lewd jokes, or dares. Physical harassment, including unwanted touching or assault. Physical harassment, displaying pornographic image or material. Effects of harassment on students leads to decreased academic performance, fear of going to school, depression, and anxiety, and might even lead to long-term psychological trauma. Prevention response method. Student education. Educating students about their body, their rights, and how to report harassment. Strict policies. Establishing clear laws that punish harassers, which educational institutions. Support for victims. Providing psychological, social specialists to assist victims. Finally, one of the important issues that should be addressed is the treatment of the harasser, because neglecting it undermines his dignity and the society which he lives. Treating the harasser is a complex process that requires cooperation between psychological, legal, social authority, focusing on the understanding of the behavior, appropriate psychological treatment, awareness, deterrent, penalties. Through this, the phenomenon can be reduced and the protection society from its negative effects. Thank you very much.
التلميذة هبة كاري ممثلة الثانوية الإعدادية اللام عبد الله فلتتفضل مشكورة.
I'm so tired and bored. Every day, tests, exams, quizzes, homework, math, physics. It's painful, tough work indeed. Am I gonna live throughout this endless cycle forever? Is there a goal? There must be a goal behind all this trouble and pain. Otherwise, we won't achieve that much in our life. The answer to all this trauma is goal setting. So, what is goal setting? It's a life skill that helps people focus all their effort on one specific target. It can make students more motivated to study and track their progress to improve performance and sense of achievement. Why is goal setting important for students? First of all, focus and direction. Is setting goals to provide students with a clear vision. When students outline their objectives, they have a target to work for. This clarity can reduce the feeling of overwhelm and indecision. Second, enhanced motivation is when students set and achieve small goals. They feel a sense of accomplishment. This positive feeling encourages them to aim for larger goals and keep them motivated. Last but not least, self-discipline is when students commit to their plans. They feel the sense of accountability not only benefit their academic life, but also prepares them for the responsibilities of adulthood. To conclude, let's all agree, goal setting positively impacts students of every ages and grade. It improves their academic performance as well as their self-confidence. It's a vital life skill that enhances personal growth, motivation, and discipline. Goal setting helps us keep going despite everything.
عفوا التلميذة فاطمة الزهراء الهند.
Today we'll talk about something very important in our life, self-confidence. Self-confidence is believing in our ability and potential, and it's the foundation of success in life. When we trust ourselves, we're more ourselves mistakes and move around. Self-confidence is believing. Self-confidence is centers feeling the choice we make every day. We choose to believe our mistakes, our accept challenge. We choose to learn our mistakes and move around. How to build self-confidence? There are several steps we can follow. 1. Set small goals. 2. Learn from mistakes. 3. Surround ourselves with positive people. 4. Take care of ourselves. Thank you.
التلميذ محمد الوهابي ممثل الثانوية الإعدادية اللام عبد الله.
A large number of people find addiction as loss of
الله يخليكم الله يخليكم شوية تسكت الله يرضيكم. يا سي محمد.
A large number of people define addiction as loss of control over doing something like cigarettes or drugs. Today I will explain to you the true meaning of addiction. The true meaning of addiction was shown in one of Professor Alex's experiments. He basically put rats in a cage with two bottles of water. One has normal water and the other has drugged water. And the rat always chose the drugged water. After that, he tried placing a lot of rats in the same cage along with cheese and toys. And none of the rats drank the drugged water. So, simply, the only way to fight addiction is by practicing more positive activities. Addiction is not only bad things that we use daily. It can be feelings, like the feeling of having everything perfect about you. Some people care about others' opinion more than their own. They're scared of getting judged. So, we can conclude from all this that addiction is not simple. It's way more complicated than it looks.
Thank you, محمد. التلميذة خديجة الحراق ممثلة عن الثانوي الإعدادية أبي محاسن.
Good evening, everyone. I want you to imagine something. You're standing in front of a mirror, and your coach tells you to practice the same kick 100 times. Your leg is burning, you are tired, and you've already done it 90 times. What do you do? A year ago, I would have given up, but Wushu taught me something. They changed everything. When I first started Kung Fu Wushu, I was just about looking cool and doing amazing flips. And yes, it's cool. But what I discovered is that Wushu actually a classroom, where the lesson aren't writing on the board. They are writing in sweats, falls, and getting back up again. The first time I tried to do the tornado kick, I landed flat on my back. It hurt. It was embarrassing. But my coach said something I will never forget. In Wushu, we don't fall down, we fall forward. Every mistake is just practice for the next attempts. The only real failure is not trying again. When I show up to train even on days I'd rather stay home, that's when I get better. And getting better means I can do something I never imagined. Discipline isn't a person, it's the key that unlocks what you're capable of. In Wushu, we bow to our teachers and to each other. When I bow to my opening, I'm saying, I respect your order. Let's bow to... Let's go to our best. This is respect. Wushu made me a better person. Thank you.
التلميذة ميساء الأزرق ممثلة عن الثانوي الإعدادية على بن عبد الله فلتتفضل مشكورة.
안녕하세요 여러분. Keep up 아시나요? 오늘은 블랙핑키와 베비모사들을 알아볼까요? Today, I'm pleased to stand before you talk about the art. From that has spread all over the world and gaining a wide audience, especially among young people, namely K-pop. K-pop is not just music, but an artistic and cultural phenomenon reflects the hard work, creativity, and the team spirit. When talking about K-pop, we must mention the group that contribute in the global popularity, such as the BTS, just some promotive love and the hope, Blackpink, which the highlight women, strength and ambition, and the baby monster replacing the new generation and displaying the hard work. They show that K-pop is an art that carries positive message, however, mere undertone. Do you know how many K-pop fans there are? They reach at least 200 to 300 million or even more. In your opinion, In your opinion, why these numbers so large? Many groups also talk about the self-confidence, hope, and the discipline, the hard work, which is the who is this with the different tests.
التلميذة جنات الحمدوني ممثلة عن الثانوية الإعدادية على بن عبد الله.
Hello everyone. how are you? I hope you are all doing well. Before I start, let me ask you a simple question. Can we imagine our life without English today? For me, English isn't just a school subject. It's an important part of my life. So today, I'm going to talk about why English is important in my life. First, English and school. English helps me a lot at school. I understand my lessons better. I can read a text and answer a question. When I understand English, I feel more confident in class. Second, English in daily life. English is everywhere around us. We hear it in a song, movie, TV, and another internet. We see it on our phone, social media, and even in the games. For example, when I watch video in English, I learn new words and understand story. Understanding English makes life easier, fun, and interesting. Third, English and communication. English helps me communicate with people from different countries. I can talk to new friends, share ideas, and learn about other culture. For example, when I can write a message or speak to people online in English. English brings people closer and helps us understand each other. In conclusion, English is very important in my life. It's helped me at school, in daily life, and in communication. That is why I like learning English and I try to improve it every day. Thank you for your attention.
التلميذة مريم ناجي ممثلة عن الثانوي الإعدادية علامة عبد المنعم. يرحموني نتوقف فقط ويكونوا فخورين بكم. راه كنشوف دابا كل ام واب ملي كيكونوا كيدوزوا ولادهم كنشوف فيكم فرحانين بوليداتكم وهذا هو المقصود من الملتقى ديال اليوم.
Hello! Today you will all benefit with me because I will give you values that will help you in life. Family is the foundation of life and the source of love and security. We should help our mothers because one day when we grow up, we might be alone and not know how to wash our clothes, cook our meals, or organize our home. That's why we should help and learn from a young age. Now, I won't take much of your time. Today, I will talk about my family life. My family life is full of love and fun. Every morning, we have breakfast together before starting our day. We talk about our plans and share stories from the previous day. After school, we often play games or go for walks in the park. Sometimes we watch a movie or read books together in the evening. At dinner time, my family sit together to eat. We gather around the table and talk about our day. Mom prepares delicious food like spaghetti, vegetable soup, or sometimes pizza. The yummy smell makes me hungry. We take turns sharing stories or funny things that happen. Dad asks about school, and my brother tells jokes that make us laugh. It's a time when we share and enjoy each other's company. After dinner, we help clean up. I put the dishes in the sink, and my brother wipes the table. Then, we sometimes have desserts like ice cream or fruits. Dinner time is special because we bond as a family and show care by sharing emails. It's a time full of love, laughter, and good food. On weekend, our family have a picnic, and it is so much fun. We pack a big basket with yummy sandwiches, fruits, and juice. Mom makes delicious cookies for us. Dad brought a blanket and we find a lovely spot in the park. After eating, we play games like Tage and do many beautiful things. The picnic is fantastic. We spend the day together and making joyful memories. I can't wait for our next family picnic. I am grateful for my family because he make every day special.
We laugh together, support each other, and create wonderful memories that I'll cherish forever. Thank you for listening.
الآن مع التلميذة سلمى الدهمي ممثلة عن الثانوي الإعدادية اللمة عبد الله، فتتفضل مشكورة.
Siri and Gemini, me too. I use it every day because we live today in a world where our technology is developing very fast. One of the most important inventions of our time is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is changing our life and it has a strong impact in the future of you. In the positive side, artificial intelligence helps you in many ways. It makes learning easy by giving access to information at any time. It also helps students develop new skills, especially digital skills, which are very important in today's world. In addition, artificial intelligence creates new job opportunities in different fields, such as technology, science, and medicine. However, artificial intelligence also has negative effects. Many young people depend too much on technology, which can reduce creativity and critical thinking. Moreover, some traditional jobs can in the future of youth depend on how to use it. If young people use it with awareness and responsibility, artificial intelligence can help them build a better and brighter future.
التلميذة أريج البدري ممثلة الثانوي الإعدادية اللمة عبد الله، فتتفضل مشكورة.
Good evening everyone. Today I will talk about the important role family plays in the psychology of children. Family is a child's first environment where they learn how to think, feel and behave. When children receive love and support, they develop confidence and a strong sense of self-worth. However, a lack of care can lead to insecurity and anxiety. In addition, families influence a child's belief, attitude and even their dreams. Supportive families encourage children to explore their interests, set goals and believe in their abilities. This support can be the difference between a child who dares to dream and one who is afraid to try. In conclusion, the family is the foundation of a child's psychological development. It shapes the personality, emotional health and the future relationships by creating a loving, supportive and respectful environment. Here are some experts' opinions in the family in shaping children to explore. Don't try to be perfect, but be supportive and present.
نهال شكراني، التلميذة نهال شكراني ممثلة عن الإعدادية اللمة عبد الله، إعدادية اللمة عبد الله.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Age of is experience in the flood, and today I will share my experience with you. One day it was very windy and I wake up excited. Then I hear a strange voice outside. I got scared and ran to my mom to ask her where it was. She looked outside and saw people talking and looking worried. They said a flood was coming to our neighborhood. My mom tried to calm me down and told me to stay close to her. Suddenly, people started running into their houses. Some were taking pictures, others were packing their bags. We stayed dancing and watched the water slowly come into the streets. I was feeling very scared, but I stayed next to my mom the whole time, and that made me feel safe. After a few days, everyone left the town. In the end, the flood was a really scary experience, and I think helping each other as a family is an important thing in the hard times. Thank you.
Wow! She has everything! Money, fame, and perfect life.
Oh, I wish I could be like her. But what if that's the problem? Today, I'm going to talk about feeling we all know. The fear of being ordinary. Today, many people are not afraid of failing. They are afraid of being ordinary. We live in a world full of comparison. Every day, we see people on social media who look happy and successful. They have good grades, good jobs, and perfect lives. When we see this, we start to feel something inside us. We start to think, why am I not like them? This feeling creates fear. The fear of being ordinary. Because of this fear, we start to push ourselves too hard. We try to be perfect, we try to be better than everyone else. Sometimes, we even forget what we really want. But the truth is, no one's life is perfect. What we see online is only a small part of reality. People show their best moments, not their struggles. Being ordinary is not a bad thing. It's a part of being human. Everyone learns at different speed and everyone has their own path. But when we believe that being ordinary is a failure, we feel unhappy and tired. We feel like we're never enough. You don't need to be perfect. You do not need to be successful. You just need to be honest with yourself. In the end, life is not a competition. Life is a journey, and everyone's journey is different. So instead of asking yourself, why am I not like them or why am I not special? Ask yourself, how can I improve a little today? So, are you living your life or someone else?
التلميذة نعمة مداد ممثلة عن الثانوية الإعدادية الإمام مسلم فتتفضل مشكور.
Hello everyone. My name is Nima. My family's name is Madad. I am from Morocco. So, I'm Moroccan. My school subject is math and my favorite sport is swimming. I also love reading stories. I always read stories in my free time and before bedtime. You know, reading is one of the first things I am taught when I go to school. A kid who reads is automatically smarter than the one who doesn't. Reading improves concentration and fills our brain with background knowledge. Also, it helps kids calm down and relax, especially before bedtime. Keep reading. There is no friend as loyal as books. Reading also inspires creativity and imagination. When I read a story, I can picture the character, the places, and invent it in my mind. It feels like traveling to different world without reading my room. Books allow me to dream bigger and to think about possibility I never imagined before. They give me courage to face challenge and motivation to keep learning every day. Finally, reading and learning are the part of who I am, and they shape my future. I believe that with knowledge, imagination, and effort, every child can get great things.
التلميذة لينا تاهير ممثلة عن إعدادية تعلمنا أبريل.
Imagine with me for a moment. You sit in a dark room. Imagine with me for a moment. You sit in a dark room. The screen lights up. The music begins. And suddenly, you are a part of the story.
Hi, I am Lina, and today I will talk about the world of movies. Movies are not just entertainment, they are a human experience. They make us laugh, cry, and feel like we are in another life. A good movie stays with us, it touches our feeling, and make us think in a different way. They can also inspire us. Sometimes one movie is enough to change how to see the life and push us to be better. In the end, the movie may end, but its effect stays inside us for a long time. So never underestimate a movie, because it can change something big inside you.
آخر تلميذة مشاركة في صنف تلاميذ ثانوي الإعدادي ألا وهي التلميذة مريم اليحيوي ممثلة الثانوي الإعدادية على ابن عبد الله فتتفضل مشكور.
Today I want to speak to my dream. Everyone has a dream they want to achieve in the future. My dream is to become the manager of a sports car company. I love cars very much, especially fast car and breaking the speed record. I know that achieving needs a lot of hard work and effort. That is why I will study hard, especially math and science. I also want to learn how to manage company and work with engineers. In the future, I hope to have a famous name in the world. Since I was young, I have been interested in speed and technology. I enjoy watching video and reading about fast car and how are they made. I know that this dream is not easy, but I believe in myself, in my abilities, and I want to say to everyone, never give up on your dream. Thank you.